And I want everybody that came to listen who needs to hear something and get some breakthrough to be able to get it. Because I needed that in 2013. I needed that in 2018. I needed healing. I needed understanding of my unmet emotional needs. And overall, I needed to know that it was okay that I was not okay. All right? I started talking and advocating back in 2013. In the early 2000s is the first time I uttered the words, I think I am depressed. And I uttered those words to our manager at the time of Destiny's Child, and I said, hey, I think I'm going through some depression. And he was saying that, no, y'all just got Barbie dolls, y'all just signed a multi-million-dollar deal, you're finna go on tour, you're finna do this, you're finna do that. Things are going good. Now, how many of y'all, now success to you can be different, so don't measure your success by anybody else's, because success for you is probably getting here today. Right. Success is, I got my husband's food ready, these kids is on time to school, I get to just rub my toes together now. That's success. So don't your bar of success and mine are different. But at the time, as far as success was concerned, people can say, y'all look so, y'all husband and wife? Oh.
She's like, I don't know him.
So what I'm saying is, I could look at you two externally and be like, you guys are an amazing couple. Y'all look like y'all just in love and you got it going on. Honey, she's got her pearls on. And we think because you look away or you have a certain type of income that everything is okay. So when he said those things, I said, okay, I'm not depressed. I have all these things. I'm just tired. I'm just burnt out. I need my granny's neck bones and some greens. Let me go home and rest. Now, fast forward to a few years later, the depression was getting worse and worse. And so by the time I went to therapy, we traced the symptoms from what I could remember. I remember in like the 7th grade, my grades started dropping. I remember sleeping a lot. I remember being isolated, and I remember I didn't want to do anything. And so I thought I was just going through puberty. Wow. And I was like, Lord, if this is what being a woman is, I don't want this, because, you know, and some could be some hormonal imbalance, I don't know. But lots of times you think your child is just being disrespectful. No, they could be depressed. So my depression symptoms, we traced them back to the 7th grade. Wow. It wasn't until about a month ago that I traced my anxiety back to the 4th grade. Wow. I was bullied and got jumped, and just because you want to do good in school and get your grades, I didn't know that would make you a candidate for being bullied. Anybody here got your grades in, and anybody here mother washed your scalp and hair and then you get bullied because you think you're all that? No, my mama just put lusters in my hair this morning and pressed it for me, right? It's just dumb reasons why kids will be kids, right? So the reason why I want to talk about the physical symptoms of anxiety, because I was having stomach issues, losing my appetite, and my mother didn't know why. Her own brother, that's a doctor, didn't know why. And it wasn't until I said, Mom, I'm having some issues at school. And so the anxiety started then. And so you go all those years from 4th grade of anxiety, 7th grade depression, you go all those years of it being untreated. Right. So as an adult, you do what you know to do to cope. You do what you do to be safe. Whether being safe is being defensive, argumentative, angry, irritable, or your safe place is isolation, introvert, I don't want to talk to nobody. So irritability is not just PMS. Irritability is also a symptom of depression. So I'm just kind of trying to go fast to give our community, you know, some insight of at least what this black girl was going through. About 10 of y'all was going through the same thing.
Yeah. What did you need at that point in your life? Because I think you're talking about not being diagnosed, not knowing what's going on. And I think in some communities, diagnosing is not something that we're always like, let's diagnose. Sometimes it's like, oh girl, just go to work, go home, brush it off.
So the reason why I've become more vocal about it, to answer your question 20 minutes later, why I've been vocal about it on social media, is to give somebody the tools or to let you know you're not alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the reason why we gotta have the diagnosis of a mental health disorder, it does not mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean something is necessarily wrong with you. Success just did not heal your trauma.